again. Welcome to today's attempt of a Fusele puzzle. This is a Wordle, but the rules change on every row. So for example, on the top row, the colouring is inverse. Blue tiles mean that another letter from your guess is in that spot. It doesn't matter until after we've had our guess, so we can do anything we like. And I've found that I like to do something like found. Why not? We could of course just use the 5 most common letters, go for something like stare, but I like a challenge. We'll use some slightly less common letters, at least to start with. And that's why, because it's nice to just rule them out completely, and then we don't even have to worry about this blue colouring. Right, orange hints mean that the letter is within 3 alphabetically. Now, I should have thought about this, because I usually like to do something like added for this rule, because then the orange hints essentially mean that it's one of the first 7 letters of the alphabet, and that's much easier in my head than if you go for 5 letters that are spread throughout the alphabet, and then the first letter could be A, B or C, whereas the second letter could be K, L, M or N, something like that. It's much easier if they're all picking from the same subset. But it's too late for that now, so we're just going to need 5 new letters. Let's just try shirt. Okay, who knew picking slightly more common letters has paid off? We've got the S. The second letter is one of these yellow ones, and the third letter is one of these yellow ones. Neither of those is particularly appealing, so interesting. My guess must repeat a letter. Okay, so K, E, G, I or J. This one can't be an E. So if it is S, E, then we're probably struggling to have a duplicated E. Could be S, K. It's not going to be SK. Okay, so the third letter is definitely a consonant. That's important to know. So that means the second letter is going to be an E or an I, surely. So it could theoretically be sigil. Maybe that's worth a shot, because it fulfills the criteria. It does repeat a vowel, and it has the added bonus that it might be right. It's not, but at least we solved the mystery of those first 3 letters. Now, interestingly, this 4th letter still could be an H. So we could have size, S-I-G-H-S. They tend not to have plurals though. But it can't be sight, because the last letter isn't a T. So that is a little bit confusing. What's going to come after S-I-G? Sigma. Yeah, sigma would work. That could be an M, that could be an A. I think that's pretty likely. And it is correct. That is a very successful Fusele. I was worried for a while, but we solved it in 4.